Do you remember Ground Up Charlie? The label that once had Kwamina MP, Kwesi Arthur, and Kofi Mole. We are very observant at these three, right? Well, style be all at once. Baby, as Ghanaians, a fraction of us, right, started accusing Kofi Mole, say Kofi Mole, he's on substance. Kwamina MP is style be. But ultimately, let's talk about Kwesi Arthur. Now, some time ago, Shatawale bekan Simbi. Let's listen to what Shatawale said.
This is some camp in days back where they talked to him. No, later I go say, yes, he's a signs of contract with him. And someone said, wow, look. Artists, if you want to make money, find ways.
So with that being said and done, no, Kwesi Arthur was part of Ground Up Charlie. Now, it is what shot him to fame, the record label. Footing all his bills, his projects, flying him outside for shows and all of that. Now, the deal wasn't a good deal from day one. But as an upcoming artist there, whatever you would have to do to survive, obey it. Ghana folk started being on Kwesi Arthur for a long time. Say, why has he quit his music? But so we are very observant that you know, Kwesi Arthur said he never quit music. But what happened really was that a guy in Ankasana, the guy has been depressed for a very long time. Maybe how no? But don't you mean can? Maybe how Kwesi Arthur power, but don't you mean can? Because all of a sudden, Kwesi Arthur has paused music. I feel we've not been seeing Kwesi Arthur on the scene anymore. Kwesi Arthur could try the signature hair. You know, everybody and their ways of dealing with depression or problems, right? It was up until yesterday. And Kwesi Arthur said, no, I did not share my swatch, so let me come out and let people know what is actually happening. Now, Kwesi Arthur was signed to Ground Up Charlie, run by Glenn Boateng and some other people. Now, according to Kwesi Arthur, he is signed on to the label, and his name, Kwesi Arthur, and no crown, it has been copyrighted and owned by Ground Up Charlie. Adebako transfer Kwesi Arthur say his image, Nankasa image na like Kwesi Arthur no Gina or nice guy. No. The image doesn't even belong to him. It belongs to Ground Up Charlie. It is a onimna oko use image na. All the benefits that will accrue will go to Ground Up Charlie. Remember, he wasn't managing his YouTube account. All the numbers that he made from a year grind day, he didn't make a peswa out of those music. That is according to Kwesi Arthur. Nankasa till ne YouTube channel, I was starting in Kakra, boosting it, and then trying to put in work there. Now, Kwesi Arthur has released a new project called Redemption Valley. He held listening parties in the US and all of that, and Nipa Koi Kama. According to Kwesi Arthur, his name Kwesi Arthur, he doesn't own it. His image, Kwesi Arthur, I say, if you're trying to hold picture, no, the album cover and crown, it doesn't belong to him. According to Kwesi Arthur, the buyout clause from the contract is $150,000 US. Glenn Boateng and his team are demanding that amount before he leaves the record label. That is the buyout clause. Answer will be Fimono. There is nothing that can change his being part of the label until he pays $150,000. Now, this is what Kwesi Arthur wrote, and I quote, "If anything happens to me, blame Glenn Boateng and all team members of Ground Up Charlie. And then never be see. They are responsible and should be held responsible. I am currently being asked to pay $150,000 US for using images of my own self for this current project. Ground Up claims to own me, my image, my music, and everything attached to it from 2016 till date. Although I have not worked or had any affiliation to the company since Son of Jacob, you remember the album, I have not made a dime from any of my music within the period I worked with them for years now and received constant threats and manipulations from Glenn, who is living off my money and hard work. If for whatever reason this project that I am trying to give my fans independently gets taken down, no Glenn is responsible. So if you don't see the album again, he is responsible. He is working constantly around the clock for me to never put out music again. It goes beyond that. Because the guy is working, say, Kwesi Arthur will be out of the music scene forever. Say, oh, to me, like he's breaking him down. Now, I have tried not to say anything for a long time, though this has affected my well-being and mental health. Remember, at the beginning, I told you that the guy was going through it greatly, but for the safety of myself and my family, I choose to publicly share the truth. So I check. And then he needs to come out, voice it, and be free. It told him, say, if you are part of those people that sought to ridicule the guy, pull his legs, and make him feel bad, that by now, you should be very ashamed of yourself. Tell him the reason for everybody's decision in life. You don't know what people are going through, but you sit on social media, you tweet, you comment, you start to pull the guy's legs for likes, for engagement, and all of that. And I was when you, I know deep down, some of you that did that, you feel very sorry for what you've done to Kwesi Arthur. Inti Paucho, this is to serve as a lesson to the upcoming artists. Look, we get the pressure to be famous and to make it, but make sure you sign a good deal. I get it. Anything to get out from the ghetto. We are even told that Black Sheriff is also going through it. But whatever be the case, maybe when they say Kwesi Arthur may have to set up a GoFundMe account also, because our fans they love him for his music and maybe they can help him fund it. Because from the way Kwesi Arthur is talking, he doesn't have $150,000 or NIBI. That is the issue happening with Kwesi Arthur and Ground Up Charlie. I mean, we wish him well for MAYN Podcast, and we pray and hope that he's able to resolve it because we love Kwesi Arthur's music. My name is Chedi MC. This is MAYN Podcast. We are